In northern China, a massive land called the Taklamakan Desert spreads like a golden ocean, 337,000 square kilometers of shifting dunes, where fierce winds once erased every sign of life. But now amid that wilderness, young forests slowly push through sand, stretching toward far horizons again and again. Places where storms once destroyed entire villages are today rising again, returning from silence. The Chinese name this enormous effort the Green Great Wall, an ambitious ecological mission, almost impossible in scope, and one of the largest restoration projects on Earth. Hundreds of millions of trees have been planted, reclaiming millions of hectares. How did China transform barren sand into thriving land? What secrets power this billion-dollar endeavor? Let us discover it right now. For centuries, northern China faced a silent adversary: sand. Each monsoon, winds swept down from the Gobi and Taklamakan deserts, blanketing Beijing with massive dust storms that turned day into night. By the 1990s, residents sometimes had to wear masks over 80 days a year, shielding themselves from the fine, drifting desert particles. The Taklamakan Desert formed millions of years ago, as the Tian Shan Mountains to the north and Kunlun Mountains to the south blocked nearly all moisture from the Indian Ocean and Siberia. The basin between hardened into a vast, arid wasteland. Average annual rainfall is under 100 millimeters, almost 10 times less than California, already famed for its dry heat. To understand, each square meter of this desert receives water equivalent to a single 500 ml bottle per week. Far too little for most plants. Summers can surpass 40 degrees, winters drop below 20 degrees Celsius, and sandstorms arrive without warning, a relentless reminder of nature's merciless extremes in these lands. This harsh climate, combined with deforestation, overgrazing, and excessive groundwater pumping, exhausted the soil and wiped out natural vegetation. The result? Uncontrolled desertification spreading relentlessly across northern China. Turning once fertile lands into shifting, inhospitable sands. Facing this growing threat, China refused to surrender. In 1978, the government launched a century-scale initiative, the 3 North Shelter Belt Program, known globally as the Green Great Wall. This is not a single forest, but a network of thousands of forests, windbreak belts, and ecological lakes stretching over 4,500 kilometers, from the Xinjiang Autonomous Region to Heilongjiang Province, covering nearly the entire north. The plan aims to plant 35 million hectares of new forest by 2050, raising forest coverage from just 10% in 1949 to more than 25% today. It is regarded as the largest human-made project ever created, not with concrete or steel, but with determination and the green essence of life. From here, humanity's ambition to revive dead lands truly began. So, what did China do first in this billion-dollar plan? Not heavy machinery or concrete, but precise strategy across the Taklamakan Desert. Engineers mapped dunes with satellites and drones, tracking wind and sand movement. They designed a giant diagonal straw checkerboard across the burning dunes, each square roughly 20 by 20 feet, laying the foundation for life in western China. Straw is carefully laid in geometric grids that, from above, resemble a vast golden checkerboard stretching to the horizon. Behind this simple view lies a complex, costly engineering feat carried out under harsh desert conditions. Millions of pounds of straw are hauled hundreds of miles, where vehicles often sink in soft sand and paved roads are non-existent. Workers begin by digging shallow trenches and placing bundles of straw along precise lines under a relentless sun, temperatures soaring past 49 degrees C with no shade in sight. Every movement is a battle against heat and fatigue. Yet thousands persist, because each square of straw is far more than a barrier. It becomes the first step for life to return to the desert. The woven straw pattern stabilizes shifting dunes, slows wind, and forms microzones where moisture lingers long enough for planting to begin. Once established, mechanical augers and planting machines drill small holes at the center of each square, preparing the soil for drought-resistant species such as taxel, desert poplar, and red willow to thrive in the harsh terrain. Seedlings, nurtured in nurseries before being moved to the desert, are planted at the heart of each straw square. Each sapling is positioned with care, roots resting just below the surface, shielded by straw from sun and sand. Workers add precise amounts of water and compact the soil around each base to ensure the roots fully contact the underlying moist layer. Over weeks, the protective grid continues its role. Straw cools the surface, reduces evaporation, and prevents sand from washing away around seedlings. Gradually, the straw decomposes through wind, dew, and microorganisms, creating a nutrient-rich organic layer. This natural fertilizer feeds roots, helping them grow deeper into the stable soil beneath. What begins as fragile seedlings slowly evolves into a living network, a green framework anchoring dunes and reclaiming the desert over time. The second approach to greening deserts, beyond tree planting, involves installing solar panels in areas of the Taklamakan where sunlight is relentless. China turned this abundant energy into power for the region, embracing the bold concept, let the sun nurture the forest. The desert receives over 2,700 hours of sunlight per year, among the world's highest solar exposure. Instead of letting the scorching sun bake the sand, engineers harnessed it as a renewable energy source along the Tarim Desert Highway, stretching more than 436 kilometers. 86 solar-powered pumping stations, each hosting hundreds of photovoltaic panels, generate electricity to lift groundwater from depths over 100 meters. This water travels through underground pipes, irrigating over 200,000 trees in an almost rainless landscape. Consequently, the Tarim Highway has become the world's first carbon-free desert expressway. Sunlight produces electricity. Electricity pumps water, and water sustains life. Panels are raised 2 meters above ground, allowing airflow and shade beneath. Soil under the panels remains cooler and moister, supporting plant growth and preserving microenvironments in this extreme desert ecosystem. Species like licorice, red willow, and hawthorn thrive beneath this artificial light and power. Here in the Taklamakan, solar energy does more than light lamps or pump water. It illuminates hope for environmental renewal. Once called the Sea of Death, this desert is transforming into one of the world's largest ecological laboratories, where sunlight, technology, and human perseverance converge to restore life. And in this land once named the Sea of Death, the sun itself has become the source of life. Alongside the solar panels, thousands of heliostat mirrors are positioned in wide arcs, rotating on 2 axes to follow the sun's path across the sky. Reflected light concentrates atop a central tower, heating molten salt to over 540 degrees Celsius. The heat generates high-pressure steam, powering turbines and generators to produce electricity in this pioneering desert facility. Excess heat is stored in molten salt tanks enabling the plant to continue generating power at night or on cloudy days. Constructing and operating this 50-megawatt solar tower in the Taklamakan cost approximately $130 million. Are you impressed by this advanced Chinese technology? Share your thoughts on how innovation is transforming deserts worldwide.